just wanted to go back to the President's comments from last week about there being a number of types of two-state solutions, and referencing the idea that a number of UN members don't have their own military. Is it the President's current view that a Palestinian state that's demilitarized is the most viable outcome here?
I won't get ahead of where we are in the process of trying to achieve a two-state solution, Trevor. It's the President's view that a two-state solution is the best path forward for people of Gaza, for the Palestinian people as well as the Israeli people. And as he said in those comments, there's a lot that can go into creating what that construct looks like. And when we say two-state solution, what does it actually mean? And there's many different interpretations. There's lots of different ways you can get at that ultimate solution. And the President, as he has always done, kept an open mind about trying to pursue that. Now, he's also under no illusions of how difficult it's going to be to get there, particularly with this conflict going on in Gaza. So we're going to keep the discussions going with our Israeli counterparts. We're going to keep talking about it with Mahmoud Abbas. We're going to keep talking about it with our counterparts in the region in the hopes that more progress can be made. One significant milestone to help us get there is trying to pursue normalization between Israel and Saudi Arabia, which we still believe is possible. We were working on it very hard before the 7th of October. We're still working on it hard. And we've got positive feedback from the partners in the region, including Saudi Arabia, about pursuing that. That could open up additional opportunities to try to get at a reasonable two-state construct.
Is the reporting accurate that the President has floated that idea in his last call with Bibi Netanyahu, and that it's something that he's sympathetic to?
What idea?
A demilitarized Palestinian state.
I won't get into the specifics of the discussions that the President is having with the Prime Minister. I think he was very clear with all of you about how he views the ultimate path to a two-state solution and the need for some flexibility in how you describe what that looks like. But again, it's going to require leadership on all sides in the region as well, and it's going to require leadership there to also be willing to look at it the same way that the President is.
Just one more thing. By my count, there's at least 2 different Israeli operations today that are taking place in Gazan hospitals. What is the current U.S. guidance to Israel about operations within hospitals where civilians are seeking care?
We don't want to see hospitals as war zones. We don't want to see hospitals as battlefields. They should be as protected as possible. That said, we know that Hamas deliberately uses places like hospitals to store weapons, house their fighters, even to some degree for command and control. And so that places a special need on the Israeli Defense Forces, but also a special burden on how they approach any fighting in or around hospitals. They have a right to defend themselves. They have a right to go after these leaders. They have a right to take away the ability for Hamas to store and resource themselves, even if that is in hospitals. But again, I would say the same thing that we've said before on this issue, that we expect them to do so in accordance with international law and to protect innocent people in hospitals, medical staff and patients as well, as much as possible.
And just a quick follow on that question. Have the Israelis briefed the U.S. on their plans to protect those civilians?
I'm not aware of specific military briefings about that.